Alright, so my plan is to take the mountaintop loop, which is the Prairie Warbler Trail to the Woodpecker Trail, to connect with the Appalachian Trail. Turn right on the AT and then turn right again on the North Trail up to the Summit Ridge and return to the Osprey House by the way of charcoal, prairie grass, and LNE trails. So that's the plan. We'll see how much I do. So the Mountain Loop Trail is a 4-mile loop, which is challenging and should take 2 to 3 hours to complete. But here's the Prairie Warbler to the Woodpecker. Okay, starting. So of course I didn't start my timer, my hiking timer, when I started hiking. So I guess I'm gonna get up here, top of this little hill, and give you a view of where I'm coming from. And then turn it on. So this is where I'm at right now. Only probably 60 yards in. So that the roof down there, that right there is the Osprey Lodge. It is right next to a river. That's the bridge over the river. And so all our hiking is going to be done on this side. And I'm about to the wood line. So we're going to walk up through the woods, connect to the Appalachian Trail, hike it for a little bit, connect to what they call the Northern Trail, and maybe see some eagles and hawks and all kinds of good stuff on the way. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. I hope to see some hawks. I really, and some eagles. I'm more excited about the hawks, but I know Marie's gonna be excited about the eagles that I get to see. Now this is looking awesome already. I mean, look at this. All this ferns. This is so cool. So I'm gonna okay, so I'm going to continue the upward going here, even though I'm not way too sure. This looks like it's going to be the good place. Actually, I may have to take a look at all trails, make sure I'm on the right path, because he did say they're on the All Trails app. But look at all these ferns. It's like awesome. But in addition to the beautiful ferns, man, this is some tricky ground. So yeah, we're gonna go with the putting the phone and video down and paying attention to the hiking, because that's the trail. So I brought plenty of water with me, but I think that would be a great place to get some naturally filtered fresh water. So yeah, it goes right back into rocks. Just running down through there somewhere, but it's underground again. So but I'll tell you, this this trail has been going up for a while, and I mean, of course, when I start filming, it's going to start going downstairs or down. Well, not that confusing. So, trail down, trail over that way, marked. So I'm gonna go this way, marked, because I can see a trail, but I think I'm supposed to be following the single orange. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get all trails up here and going to make sure. But as long as it's climbing, I think that's the way I want to go, because I'm going to the top of the ridge for the Appalachian Trail. So as long as it's going up, I think that's the way I'm going to go. I gotta tell you guys, telling what's trail and what's just a bunch of boulders is getting a little challenging here. You know, I mean, I think I see a trail, but Yep, I'm gonna get the All Trails app. And see what it's saying about this trail and if I'm on one or near one. So see y'all in a little bit. Well, it certainly looks like I'm on a trail. Dorks. Wish I could get a hiking clean group. I didn't come over here prepared to hike out everybody else's trash. So, hey, anyway, on to the All Trails app. So yeah, I was way off the trail. Helped me see that I was a little bit far to the right for it, and got back on the trail pretty easy. It was blazed in white. There's looks like a campsite there. 3 dead trees. Wouldn't have any place to hang my hammock. But it's way too early for that anyway, so just gonna keep on the trail. Try not to lose it this time. So I am on the Appalachian Trail at this point, which is cool. So the elevation gain on this trail is 1,275 feet. I haven't gone that far, but I have continually been gaining elevation. So one of the things I'm going to do is sit down here and rest to let my body adjust to the elevation gain. What? Don't laugh. I'm the elevation gain, man. Come on. No, seriously, it's been a tough little climb so far. Going off trail didn't help a lot, but yeah, I'm sitting down, letting myself adjust to the elevation gain before I head back out. Also drinking some water, and I am trying to see if these things on the ground are blueberries or what, as I am not seeing any kind of recognizable blueberry tree or bush. I kind of doubt they're blueberries. But, man, they're certainly looking like them. Or huckleberries. See, there they are. There's one. There's one. There's one. But without knowing what they are, I am not going to give one a try. So that's where I've come from, and that's what I've got coming. Well, I didn't go very much further. I'm sitting down again. Cause yeah, oh, I am not adjusting well to the elevation. My probably got a little red face, all that good stuff. So I'm paying attention and sitting my ass down. I mean, it is pretty up here. It is very pretty. I got a little fern glen back there. Probably a good camping spot. But Marie said that the one thing she was worried about was me pushing myself too much. So I'm gonna sit. One of the things that I miss is my Galaxy S, I think. Because the fingerprint sensor was also a heartbeat and blood oxygen, SPO level reader. Which, that information would be pretty dang handy right now. I'd like to know what my heartbeat and heart rate and oxygen saturation level is. That would be awesome. So if I am going to be doing this a lot more, I am going to want some kind of heart rate monitor that I can just check in on frequently and make sure that I'm not going off the charts or anything. Wow. Yeah, this is just not going to be done at Missouri hiking speeds. Taking it slow, taking it easy. Appalachian Trail here in Pennsylvania is no freaking joke. But those ferns are awesome. So yeah, gonna be heading up there just a second. So you remember the other weekend when I was out on the Lewis and Clark Trail, and I was talking about the trail there reminded me of the Appalachian Trail in Pennsylvania. Well, I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, what was I smoking? Rocksylvania is the king, baby. I mean, look at this. This is the trail. You know, I mean, yeah, this is the trail. Who? I mean, it's nothing. It is mostly rock. That's some dirt under that layer of rocks, but it is rocks. And it is lots of rocks. And after you get done with the rocks, you got some more rocks. So yeah, now that's an interesting rock right there. That rock, at one point in its life, was flowing. So pretty sure that's was lava at some point. But yeah, you got lots of rocks. Lots and lots of rocks. Okay. More rocks. So my bottle of water is empty, and there's a water source here. But the sign basically says that you never know what's in backcountry water, and it should be considered unsafe. Hence the life straw. And one of the things I've been saying is that up here in the north, there's not nearly as many snakes, and still think that's true. That right there says that there are some big ones up here. And just that quick, my stint on AT is about at an end. I'm doing the North Trail Scenic Route. That way's the Appalachian Trail, blazed in white. Someday, man, someday, gonna do that through hike. But for now, the scenic route. Sucks ass. Okay, it's a 2-mile loop. Apparently has some good scenery, so I shall not bitch too much. Just bitch just enough. I want to do the AT, man. But I got to do a lot more hiking before I work up the physique and the lung power to make it. Look at that fella. Ain't he a beauty? Alright, so very thankful for my second bottle of water, because I'm getting higher. I passed a hiker hut or rest stop on the trail back there, and there's a through hiker in there, so I showed him the spring I'd just come from. And again, elevation is getting to me. Just came from there, and I'm going up there. So before that, I am taking a little break, sitting on a rock, kind of. I have found that the hiking poles make for a really good pseudo seat. So if I do the hiking poles, I'll have almost have 4 legs. So that helps stability, and I kind of sit back on them. But nothing beats a nice solid rock for sitting on. It would be better if it was flat instead of me setting my butt on the edge, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. So hoping this overlook is worth it. Need to see some eagles, you know what I mean. Okay, I'm getting some elevation. Has just been kind of a theory recently. Looking back that way, and then looking out here, you can see that I do have some elevation. Look at that. Those are power lines down there at the bottom of that tree line. Mountain up there. So yeah, I'm getting some elevation here. And I can feel it. This ain't even the AT. This is an offshoot scenic trail. Pretty much going straight up for a little bit. Look at that drop off, if you can tell. Yep, so back to hiking. So looks like that and I kind of took the wrong turn, but that's all right. So I'm going the trail backwards, but that means I'm going to get to the scenic overlook a little quicker. I'm kind of almost there, and I am sitting down. So there's something about Devil's Pulpit's closed, and North Trail goes that way, South Trail goes that way. I'm gonna go that way, and hope I'm on the right trail. Oh, turns out that was the wrong way. So now, so this is the right way. Oh, so confusing. Anyway, well, I gotta say, quite a view. Alright, I am plumb tuckered. I am taking a serious rest. Up here on top of the world. This is pretty good for getting high. So this section is looking a little different. Been walking for a little while in what looks like just scrubland. It's rocky up here. Low growing grasses, ferns, and all that good stuff. So trees are kind of stunted, and got a really seriously awesome view. But yeah, so this section going much easier. It's basically a a flat trail up along this ridge line. Not sure how long this is going to last, but man, look at that. So another hiker came through and said that this trail was going to be the Appalachian Trail in a year or two. Apparently there's been a group trying to make that happen. Oh, that would be a great place to set up a hammock. Anyway, so there's been a group trying to make this the Appalachian Trail, probably because the Appalachian Trail where it is now is probably, I'm guessing, through the woods and doesn't have this kind of view. But I mean, it's an option for the Appalachian Trail. It's like a loop. So I don't know. Don't have a dog in that hunt. Wow. Oh, now this is nice. You got the river down there, the probably interstate, but the interstate's barely a hum. Wow. Now it looks like I'm getting into scrub. So I don't know, this is still awesome. I mean, it's just like gets more and more awesome. Yeah, so the Wildlife Center, or the what was it? Wildlife Center, I think. The Lehigh Nature Center is on this side of that river down there. And they have kayaking, but the river's a little high for kayaking right now. Looks a little dangerous. So that hill looks a little dangerous. So getting into some scrub brush and stuff like that. There were some birds flying up here a little while ago, but don't see any now. Might be some when we round the bend. Yeah, as soon as I put the phone down, there can't be any other cooler shots. Check that out. Helicopter. I don't know if you can see it. But I mean, that's awesome. Dang. That even looks kind of like a fudged background. But it's not. Going to be now. Well, looks like I have overestimated myself and underestimated the trail. Whew. I am plumb tuckered. Yep. Trail's got a little bit more shaded and woody. A little bit more uphill. Not steep, not much, but it's enough. And I am crashing here on a rock. Shadows of birds flying overhead. Probably a vulture, buzzard, whatever. Oh, down to just a couple sips of water, and that's from the spring. So gonna conserve that till I know I'm very close to the stream or the spring, whatever you want to call it. But been fun. The view down there on the ridge line was amazing. I'm gonna check all trails and see how far I have to go, and I'll check in later. Yeah, that's pretty. But man, this elevation's getting to me. I'm about to take a sip of the spring water and see how far I got to go. I know I'm almost back to the Appalachian Trail, which will mean probably 2 miles, 2.5 back, 2.25 back to the spring. But I'm probably, as soon as I find 2 trees, about to put up the hammock and lay down again for a bit. Did not expect the elevation to get to me like this. Well, I'm resting. Still. So I'm back on the Appalachian Trail. Hiked a bit on it. Like finally I just have to lay down and catch my breath, acclimate to the elevation, and get back hiking and back down before the sun sets. I'll keep you informed. Yep, so I am in the downward stretch, or a downward stretch anyway. It's almost as bad as heading up. It's like constantly putting your brakes on. But got some nice scenery too. Back at the ranger station or hiker station, whatever. Spring is just down that path. Probably about 150, maybe 200 yards on the left. I may be here a while. Fuck rocks. Fuck whoever invented rocks. Fucking tired of rocks. All I got's rocks. Oh, back at the car. Or back at the Lehigh Nature Center. It's closed. But I am wrecked. I mean, that was what? Supposed to be a 4-mile loop. 2 to 3 hours. 5 to 6 hours later, I'm back at the car and just wiped out. I mean, I did the week before last. Or weekend. I did 5.4 miles up and down hill, barely out of breath. Rested like once or twice. This 1,000 some odd foot elevation to up there somewhere just wiped me out. So looking forward to a gas station where I can get a bottle of fresh water and probably an energy drink.